What's up, my little gamer scrubs? We're back. What's up, buddy? Can you guys hear me okay? I hope nothing's changed. It would really suck if suddenly I got terrible technical difficulties. Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? But it would also just be very indicative and on brand, wouldn't it? I have my water. It's very full, so you probably didn't hear much. Coming in loud and clear. Alrighty. Sweet. Bitchin'. I, surprisingly, do not have a lot to talk about today. I mean, I did, but I forgot all of them the minute I turned on the stream. I'm sure you've noticed that I now have new things in my background. Decided to add some posters. And every single one of these is like free to use official art. So hopefully I shouldn't get in trouble for having them on stream. But I'm really happy with how these posters came out. The only things I have drawn in my background are the Gloomy Bear poster and the vague. Yeah, it's becoming mine. If I'm gonna be honest, I'm going to commission someone to do a proper background, but this is kind of the basic idea for what I'm going for. Let me fix my camera. Yeah, we've got The Crow, which, Bebop, if you remember the conversation we had about how much I am just absolutely loving the fact that the remake is going to shit. Call me petty, but nobody wanted this. Nobody asked for this. People actively said no to this. And now it's bombing harder than inappropriate joke here. So I decided to pay homage to one of my favorite films by putting it in my room. And of course, I have to have my favorite band, one of my favorite bands, The Cure. And instead of getting an album that I like, because I'm not much of an album person when it comes to music, I just picked the cover art that I liked the most. And I really liked this art right here, because it's just so, you know? I don't know how to describe it, but it's just so cool. And of course, my favorite anime of all time, always in the top 5, regardless of position, we have Hellsing. And then there is my actual favorite album, which is less of an album and more of a single, by Joy Division, which you can't see very well. It's on the wall next to the bookshelf, the empty bookshelf. I found out that Morrissey is coming to Rochester, that's awesome. If you have the chance to go, absolutely see these people live. I've never actually listened to Morrissey. As stated, I am a Cure fan, and by being a Cure fan, I am legally obligated to hate Morrissey. I don't know the actual specifics behind it, but I think an ongoing joke within the goth community is that Cure fans and Morrissey fans hate each other because the singers of both respective groups also hate each other. I just take it as one big joke, so I don't actually hate anything. At least as far as Morrissey. I don't think I've actively listened to any of their music, but that's just because I never think to Google them. I like The Cure. I like The Cure's music, so I tend to listen to more of The Cure. And Typo Negative. I like Peter Steele. He's cool. He was cool. He's dead now. What really really sucks is that he unfortunately passed the year I graduated high school. And that's just like, no, that's not fair. Which ironically was also around the time that I learned about Typo Negative. Great band. I just love Peter Steele's vocals and lyrics. They're just so good. Don't ask me what my favorite song is. I absolutely could not tell you. But, I love it all. It's all so good. But yeah, no. Sorry, main point. If you have the chance to go see them, absolutely freaking go. Go to a concert. I'd love to go to another concert, but that's just not in the cards for me. Let me live vicariously through you, Bebop. What's my second favorite song? Second favorite song by who specifically? Like Typo Negative? I kind of like Christian Woman. And the other one I can't remember. I think it's called September Sun. Basically, if he wrote a love song, which a lot of his songs were love songs, I loved them. I'm terrible at remembering the names of songs and albums. That's kind of why I don't tend to have a favorite album, is because I don't remember them. And when it comes to me and music, I don't always pay attention to the title of things. I just kind of, if I find it interesting, I find it interesting, and half the time I'm so into the song that I forget to look at the title, which is like 90% of my Amazon and Spotify. Which is annoying, because it's like, oh, hey, you like this band? What's your favorite song? Fuck, I don't know. I can, however, tell you what my favorite Cure song is. Oh! The game I finished downloading. But I can tell you what my favorite Cure song is. And it's a tie between A Forest, which I think is just the absolute quintessential goth song anthem to ever exist. And So What. And I like that song. I like the song So What by The Cure, because he is literally just reading out a bunch of spam junk mail that he kept receiving in the mail. So, like, yeah. He's just reading off stupid ads that he kept getting that he was annoyed by. And I love that. I don't know why. It just, what is it the kids say? It vibes with me. Did I use that right? Oh, fucking no slang. I enjoy the song. Ask me what my favorite band by Joy Division, and that he's your pet now. You are legally obligated. You have been blessed by the Possum Distribution Center. That is your baby now. Just saying. If I found a baby raccoon, well, actually, I wouldn't be able to keep it, but if I could keep a baby raccoon, I would. Or a possum, really. Or really any animal. I am that kind of woman that just wants all of the animals. I'm the kind of person that sees a giant bobcat and goes, "Kitty! I have a sweet potato on my lap." Aww. I had Rosie on my lap earlier. It took her like 20 minutes to finally settle, so like her bony ass legs were like stepping on my uterus the entire time. Possum would be easy to take care of. This is true. Raccoons have thumbs. They will get into everything. Raccoons have thumbs and no understanding of this they can undo child locks. They're smart. We are very smart creatures. I think a possum would be so much more so cute. I hear they're very cuddly. I hear they're super cuddly, like if you have a domestic possum. Raccoons get mean when they get older. Oh, really? Well, that explains me. Raccoon possesses the devil's mischief. Yes, we do. Now you understand why I'm such a little gremlin. I won't lie, I've always liked raccoons. But I never liked them as much as I do now. Until I became a VTuber whose main theme is being a raccoon. And it's Rel's fault. It's Rel's fault that I became a raccoon. "100% expect a message from Rel telling me that I'm a little shit because I keep talking about him on stream." I hope he one day enters the chat. He's not threatened, but for the sake of this joke, he has threatened to come into my chat, and he has said, word for word, "I want to enter the chat one day, show these kids how to really bully you." He's so mean. But yes, it's Rel's fault that I'm a raccoon. And I will tell that story. I mean, I've told it on my Twitter a bunch of times, but I'll tell that story at some point. I'm gonna put this away before I hurt myself. Raccoons are awesome. We're awesome. We're awesome people. Love your local raccoon. Support your local raccoon. But, so, we're playing Resident Evil today. Like, eventually we're gonna get to playing Resident Evil, which reminds me, I actually need to boot that up. Hang on. Is this gonna take over the entire screen? No. Hells yeah. I do, however, need to plug in a controller for this later. I'm on Team Possum. How dare? How dare? Absolutely how dare. Possums are adorable. I actually can't blame you for that. Oh, wrong one. I hit the wrong thing. Is there an opossum VTuber? I'm actually not sure. I'm sure there is one, but I'm not aware of one. Sorry, I'm setting up for the game. I should have done this before I actually came up. But I did not do that. I'm always prepared. What are you talking about? I don't just randomly. Hello? I don't just randomly jump into these things without much thought. I totally have a plan every time. Every time. Every freaking time. I'm smart. I'm smart. Eh? Who do you think is better, Mario or Luigi? Neither. I'm not a fan of either one. I mean, they're both great, don't get me wrong. But I'm not a huge fan of either one. Probably because I've never actually played a Mario game. Like an actual Mario game. Okay, blah. I like Waluigi. Who do you think is better, Peach or Bowsette? Bowsette all day. Specifically, the tan and red-haired version of Bowsette. That is my favorite. It also makes sense because it's Bowser as Princess Peach. And Bowser's main color scheme is tan, red, and green. So I like that specific version of Bowsette. I miss Bowsette. Bowsette was such a great thing that happened, that existed. Although, if I'm being honest, my favorite version of the Peach, was it Peachette? Or Toadette? Toadette, it was Toadette. My favorite version of the Peach Toadette crown is a toss-up between the Chain Chomp and the Boo. So I like Booette or Boobette and Chain Chompette. These things actually have names. I like their designs. They're cute. It was such an interesting and creative thing where people were just kind of like, hey, let's design XYZ as a girl. As a sexy girl. Bowsette should have been canon. It's too sexy to be canon. I say this knowing that Nintendo bought the rights to Bayonetta, which is also super sexy, and we love that. But, like, they have sexy games, and then they have non-sexy games, and Bowsette was too sexy for Mario. So I get it. They could have, however, at least made a nod to it. I don't know. I too wish that Bowsette was canon. But I want the tan version. I want the tan and redhead version. Not the blonde. I'm just saying. It's the superior design. It's the perfect blend of both Peach and Bowser. It's perfect. I need to play a Mario game at some point. I mean, Luigi's Haunted Mansion is... What about Wah Peach? Wait, is that a thing? Is Wah Peach a thing? Do I have to Google Wah Peach? God damn it, I gotta Google Wah Peach. I gotta see if this is real. Why would you put this in my head? Why is that the first thing that pops up when I type in Wah? Oh my god, she's adorable! Wait, it was a wasted opportunity? You're telling me that Wah Peach is not actually canon? I am stunned. I am stunned silent. Sorry, I had a million things go through my head, but I realized that, and we lost out on this design? Are you kidding me? Hang on, I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna bring up. I need the official art, so I don't get in trouble with someone's fan art. Gonna bring this up on chat. Gotta do something while the game loads. Well, I mean, the game has downloaded. I want to yap for a little bit. Ta-da. Wait, did I actually download this? Did I actually save the picture, or did I think that I saved the picture and just completely forgot about it? I need to go through my saved images because I have too many that I just kind of saved for the sake of saving it for this, that, and the other thing. Where are you? Where are you? sorry. I don't know the words to this song. Save image as. Wow. For official, there are... Oh, okay, well. I found it. I think I found the official one. We're just gonna... put it over my face. Are you telling me that this thing that I'm now going to remove from being on top of my face, this thing, this beautiful design that we could have had this? Like, I remember seeing fan art of this and not thinking much of it. I legit thought it was like just someone's concept or official thing. Like, I thought it was real. Like, I thought it was like actually in the game, I guess. I don't remember what my thought process was, but I remember seeing it. And now to find out that it's not canon and we don't get to have this. Just how dare. Absolutely how dare. She could have had an axe. Yeah, she could have had an axe. She could have... I wanted to have a giant hammer, but that's just because I like giant hammers. I like cute girls with massive weapons. It is peak design. Instead, she got axed. That's brilliant, actually. I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's not brilliant. Hang on, I'm fixing my microphone because honestly, I need to get a better mic stand. This thing that I have, big hammer, yes! This mic stand that I have is absolute garbage. But just give cute girls massive weapons. Just do it. It's peak character design. Adorable tiny character girl. Giant massive hammer. Or weapon or whatever. It could be a sword, it could be an axe. I don't care what the weapon is. It just needs to be impossibly large for this girl to pick up and swing around as easily as she does. Can you tell that I like Dead Man Wonderland? Does anyone know about Dead Man Wonderland? And how we will never get a second season? Ever? I need to get back into the manga of that. I mean, the character in that series only actually showed up once and was never seen again, and I'm mad. Whoop, wrong one. Huh. And I'm mad because, like, cute girls need massive hammers and swords. Give cute girls massive weapons. Needs to be a thing. Give me cute girls massive weapons. It could be a giant Gatling gun. I don't care. Just make it massive. The Good Show never got a season 2. Yeah, I know, and it makes me mad, especially since it ends on a cliffhanger. Dead Man Wonderland was one of the few times an ending absolutely ruined the whole anime. I mean, that's fair. And the reason that it ruined the entire anime is because they were trying to hold out for that second season. They ended on a cliffhanger. And I hate it. I hear the manga is phenomenal if you are into the stuff that this goes into, which not a lot of people are these days, but like, whatever. I want a second season. Where's Dead Man Wonderland's revival series? Like, we're in a revival. A freaking anime from the 70s is getting a revival. Where's my Dead Man Wonderland revival, huh? I'm not bitter. You're bitter. There's a lot of series that like could benefit from a season 2. Keijo, for example, I would have loved to have had a season 2. Like, okay, I'm gonna go on a rant about Keijo for a second. I'm not sorry. Keijo! Next they'll remake Land Before Time. Which one? They've done so many. But I'm talking specifically about anime now. We're not gonna get into all of that, but like anime specifically. Keijo. That was a good series. Like it advertises itself as like junk food for the soul, ecchi and raunchiness. But like once you actually watch the anime, it is a legit sports anime. Like yes, they are slapping each other with tits and ass and having moves called the Gate of Bootyland and Titty Hypnosis, but at the end of the day, you kind of forget that this is also like an ecchi series, because it is 100% written like a legitimate sports anime with camaraderie, backstabbing. You kind of forget that you came in here for the tits and ass. And I'm so massively angered that we don't get a second season, because apparently, like, the author of the series just didn't like it. Well, it was a sport. Yes, it was a sport within the series, the world that it was set in. But, like a lesser ecchi series wouldn't have played it as, like, an actual sports. It would have just been the excuse to show massive tits and ass slamming against each other. Keijo was peak. I bonded with a friend in college over it. We'd watch it every week. It was good! And I'm mad, and I don't want to read the manga to it. I'm sorry. Like, nothing against the author, it's just, I'm sorry, you had me with the anime, you're gonna lose me with your manga, simply because, like, series like that definitely benefit from having animation. I'm just not into sports. I'm not. So when, like, Keijo came out, and first of all, the reason I started watching Keijo was to piss off some people that were like, oh, it's just sexist and so gross, and how could anyone with a brain cell fucking watch this show, because all it does is objectify. And it's like, fuck you, this is awesome. And then I just, like, really got super absorbed into it. The amount of times I have hate watched a series only to realize that I'm really into it, it has happened way too many times for me to count. And I'm not sorry. Like, at the end of the day, it made me watch a really good series. Keijo was great, and I am so mad that we will never get another season. All because, like, the author just did not like the way the anime treated their, I don't know if it was a guy or a girl, but the author wasn't happy with the anime, and thus the second season didn't get created, which, fine, I respect that, but also, fuck you. I wanted a second season. They set themselves up for more seasons. And I hate it when anime does that. Case in point, Dead Man Wonderland. Setting things up for more seasons, only for us to not get them. I hate it when a series does this. Like, any series, not just anime, like. And because nowadays, I want a second season of Monster Musume. I do too. Another series that I'm mad at for not getting a second season. Why can't we get, like, and these are good ecchi series. Like, they're not just boobs for the sake of boobs. They're really good series with decent character designs and decent character growth. We still hate Mia and Poppy, but whatever. There are other girls. But realistically, there's only so many seasons an ecchi series can carry, because eventually the audience gets older and they get... Apparently it bombed in Japan, even though it was... Yeah... Most of the time, like, an anime doesn't get a second season because it did not do well in the Japanese market. They genuinely don't give a shit about the foreign market, which, you know what, fair. I respect it. But also, god damn it, I really hate when the story is great, then they have to rush the ending. Yeah, I do too. They did that with the 2001 version of Hellsing, and part of that was because the manga hadn't ended yet. They hadn't gotten to it. He hadn't finished it yet. Like a lot of animes that were based off of manga, usually they either get filler like Bleach and One Piece or Naruto, or they get like a very ham-fisted, rushed ending, like the 2001 edition of Hellsing or Full Metal Alchemist. I still hate the ending to the original Full Metal Alchemist. The OVA is so much greater. I just really didn't like that ending. Come at me. But yeah, no. A lot of there's a lot that goes into it, but at the same time it's like Brotherhood. Brotherhood was great, yeah. The original, however, was great up until the ending. And then it sucked. Like, Like, I'll go back and rewatch Brotherhood. I won't necessarily go back and rewatch the original. Which, I don't hate the original, I just hate its ending. It's so dumb. It's so dumb! But I get it. They had to make up an ending for the series. They weren't going to fill it with filler arc. That's not a series that you can do that with. I think more shows like Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece, and My Hero Academia, they can have filler arcs because their worlds lend themselves to that. But like Full Metal Alchemist, no. Hellsing, absolutely not. But, like, I don't mind it in other shows. I still love the original 2001 edition of Hellsing, just because the visuals for it were just so great. Also, it was the first series I got, and it's the only series I have on DVD. And it's probably the only series I will have on DVD, because I have my principles, and I will be sticking to them, whether I like it or not. Unless I find the complete series somewhere in someone's collection that they're willing to sell me, in which case I will buy it then. But I will not buy it from like any official websites. And that's just a whole thing. I don't like Funimation anymore. Or Crunchyroll for that matter, like. But anyway, neither here nor there. I want the series, I won't get the series. I have it on digital download. So it's not like I don't have the series, I just prefer DVDs and physical copies of things. Which is why I am so mad. So mad that we don't have a physical release in the States of Gushing Over Magical Girls. I am reading it illegally. Don't come at me. I finished the first season and I wanted more. It's such a good show! If this series doesn't get a second season, I'm going to be very mad. I'm still gonna buy all the merch that I can, though. It's just so good. Just give me a physical copy of the manga, please. Please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you, yo-ho. Yar har fiddly dee, being a pirate is so fun and free. I don't actually remember the lyrics to that song. And so am I. Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. Ow. Shouldn't have done that. Cracked my back. I'm old. Just give me the physical copy. I hate digital downloads of, especially because like they don't actually let you, like, especially if you get them from like a manga app, they can remove it at any point in time, regardless of whether or not you paid for it. It's like, oh yeah, we know you paid for volumes 1 through 15, but Yeah, we kind of removed them, so you can't access them anymore. It's like, did you check out Chainsaw? No, not yet. It's on the back burner. I was going to watch it. I was going to watch it the other day, but I got caught up trying to catch up on clipping the the other VOD. Which I finally finished, but now I have to sit through and upload all these clips to, like, various social media platforms. I can't wait till the day I can just hire someone to do that for me. It is what it is, though. I will be checking out Change Soldier, though. If not tomorrow, the night after. I can't watch it at work because I know it's an ecchi series. And I can't watch ecchi series at work. I can barely watch normal shows at work because people get so weird with the efforts. Meanwhile, they'll watch 50 Shades of Grey on TNT. I wish I wasn't terrible at committing to an anime. I wish that too! Love you, bro, but god damn it, you and your commitment issues. Honestly, I think you just haven't found the right series. There will be something that just absolutely grips you and you'll just watch it one after another after another. Although I do think part of the reason why we can't commit to shows now is because the binge format in which we watch shows is so exhausting. Like, it used to be, you find a show, you like the show, you tune in every week to watch the show. And then as the season peters out, you find another show to watch until that show eventually peters off. And then you wait for the next season. You have, like, you're paced out a lot better before. Now it's like, oh, we released the entire series on Betflix and Gulu and Blamazon that we just put the entire series. Actually, no, Blamazon is so much better at the binge format because they actually only release so many episodes per week. So you actually do have to tune in every week to watch it. And I like that. Still mad that despite paying for premium Blamazon, you're gonna give me ads anyways that I can't opt out of unless I pay extra money? Screw you! But like the format of binging is just so detrimental to TV shows nowadays and people's, like, consumption of media that we get burned out so much easier on shows. And if you're on the internet and you didn't tune in and binge the entire series in one go, the minute it dropped, good luck, because now you're going to be dodging spoilers for the next 2 months. Which I can do, simply because I am both good and bad at this. Like, I will just kind of white noise most of the stuff around me. But I have stumbled across spoilers for shows that I like, or shows that I hadn't gotten into just yet, but knew I wanted to, just hadn't gotten around to watching it because my work schedule absolutely sucks. And I always watch things at night. I remember seeing buy premium for only 2 to 3 ads or extra premium for no ads. Yeah, like, if I'm paying for your streaming service, I better not get any fucking ads. But if I'm just watching it for free, I absolutely don't mind ads. That's why I like things like Tubi. It's like, yeah, it has ads, but we also don't charge you jack shit. We don't charge you to download it. We don't charge you to have an account. It's all free. It's all free. There are no targeted ads. I will say the one thing I don't like about Tubi is that the ads are so much louder than the actual show that you are watching. But other than that, like, I love Tubi. I don't watch Tubi, but I don't really watch much of anything these days. Tubi mentioned, yes. I like Tubi. I have it on my TV. It's a good streaming service that you don't have to pay for. I'm also sick and tired of the quote-unquote live TV that we keep getting, which isn't actually live TV. It is dedicated channels to one show that you have no choice but to binge. And I hate it. Tubi has such good shit. This is true. They have, like, old cartoons. They have, cool movies. They have, like, maybe some movies that are, like, 2 to 3 years older than when they were released. They get them, like, 2 to 3 years later, which I'm fine with. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, see, that's an incentive to go see a film in theaters, instead of what we get now, where it's like, oh yeah, go see the movie in theaters, but don't actually, because it's going to be on Netflix in like a week, so what's the point? They have a surprisingly good horror selection too. Yeah, I don't know that one. Mostly because if, like, when it comes to horror, I prefer animation. It's just, I like animation. It's just how it is. Love horror animation so much more. Does it have I Am Weasel? I have no idea. Holy shit, I haven't thought about that show in a long time. What was originally just a cow and chicken bumper became its own TV show, which honestly, I liked it better as the bumper. But that's just my personal opinion. I also haven't watched the series since it originally aired on Cartoon Network. I miss cartoons. Cartoons. My show, the absolute greatest of all time show, was the Powerpuff Girls. Come at me. I am that girl. I love the Powerpuff Girls. It was so great. The original Powerpuff Girls. We're not talking about any of the reboots. I haven't watched any of the reboots. I don't like them. Mojo. Remember the bumpers for Cartoon Network? Those were cool. Like, how they made Cartoon Network seem like a legitimate city. A lived-in place where you could actually, like, meet these people. I remember watching Space Ghost Coast to Coast late at night when I wasn't supposed to. I mean, isn't that what we do with a lot of shows? Oh, there was another show block, Samurai Jack, yeah. There was another TV block that only happened on Fridays. And it showed, like, old cartoons, like old Looney Tunes, like black and white Looney Tunes. And stuff like that. Does anyone remember what that was? Like, they would have that, and then, like, I think it was like 10 o'clock at night, they would have this. And then they'd transition to, Adult Swim. And I can't remember what it was called. Hang on, I'm gonna Google this, because, like, I liked that block. I only ever got to watch it over at a family member's house. But hit the wrong button. No. God damn it. I don't know what it was called. But I remember... No, not Boomerang. Boomerang was a separate channel. No, like, Boomerang... They showed, like, old Hanna-Barbera cartoons. And they had absolutely no commercials. Which was weird. It was just bumpers. I mean, that was kind of the thing. Like, it was bumper-to-bumper cartoons. But no, I'm talking about specifically Cartoon Network. No, not Cartoon Friday. It was a separate block from, like, Cartoon Network. It's like you had Cartoon Network, and then you had this block, and then you had Adult Swim. But it was on the Cartoon Network channel. And for some reason, my brain wants to call it Noodle, but that's not it. I think, or it might have been a Saturday block. I just remember there was a series that like had old cartoons. All I'm getting, however, is just like random shows and Toonami, which eventually took the place of that block. What was it called? Like, I remember it distinctly. Like, a lot of the bumpers, it had like an old barn house feel to it. Like crates and hay and twine. And I remember one bumper was them. No, not Late Night Block. I don't remember what it was called. I think it only lasted in the 2000s too, because like, damn it, hang on. Channel, not shows. I will find this. It's very important that I find this, because, God, it's going to bother me all freaking day. Like, Toonami took its place eventually. Like, I mean, I won't say eventually because Toonami actually hung around since the 90s, but like it had several different iterations and cancelizations and removals, and then came back several times. All great. The fact that Steve Bloom is still playing Tom is honestly just the greatest thing in the world, and he has been the longest running voice behind Tom. And I just absolutely adore it. I wish I could hear more of the voice actors that I grew up listening to, like Steve Bloom, Yuri Lowenthal, which they do exist, but they're not in major roles anymore, and that makes me so sad. I guess that's just, you know, part of the times, right? But, you know, like, they're great. Fucking, what was that? Yeah, if I can spell. God damn it. Even Google is saying Boomerang. I want to meet Steve Bloom so bad. I do too. Like, he's cool. Late Night Black and White Block. No, it's not that. Like, I know what it was, but I don't know what it was, but I know it wasn't that. It's driving me absolutely freaking bonkers. I just know it was on. It wasn't on Saturdays. I don't know what it was called, and it doesn't look like I'm gonna find it anytime soon, and that makes me very sad, because, like, it was a good show. It was a good block of series. Like, it wasn't Boomerang because, like, they didn't play any other. They didn't play Hanna-Barbera cartoons, to my knowledge. They only played like old Warner Brothers cartoons, like black and white. Like, they even had like Porky Pig, or not Porky Pig. They had one Looney Tune character. I think might have been Daffy. He was in the military. Like, this was a thing that was canon. Like, he was, or was it Bugs Bunny? Either way, a Looney Tune character was making weapons. That's what came up when I searched Cartoon Network before Adult Swim. I know that, but that's not what I'm thinking of. Like, it's driving me insane. Like, it was at the end of the actual Cartoon Network block. And it was only on a specific day. It was like a one night thing on the weekends. And when they didn't have that, it was Toonami. Or was it that it was on the weekends and then like one of the days on the weekend it was Toonami? I can't remember how it worked out, but like, I remember watching this as a kid. And it was like later on at night, like as you're going to bed, like normal kids are going to bed. We would watch that and then be told to go to bed, which me and my family member never did. We watched Cartoon Network. Originally we watched Adult Swim to watch Futurama, but then I saw, I think for one of my first animes outside of my first anime movie I watched, and that was the Read or Die series, which, by the way, is a great series. The movie was great. I just remember, like, absolutely loving that. The manga's good, too, but criminally short. Like, I can't remember what the block was called. Part of me wants to call it Toon Boom, but that wasn't it either. I don't remember it. I'm moving on. I'm not going to sit on this for too long. Let's load up the game, shall we? Who's opposed to playing spooky games? I remember when Cartoon Network had its own cruise ship, the Wave. Yeah, I remember that too. Not as vividly as some of the other things on Cartoon Network. I was definitely a Cartoon Network kid growing up. Like, in the rivalry between Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network, I was a Cartoon Network kid. Until Cartoon Network did the go outside and play thing for the summer. Which, in theory, good idea. In practice, we all just went to Nickelodeon. Or Toon Disney. I appreciate the effort, though. Like, even as a kid, it was like, good effort, but the kids that are going to go outside and play are going to go outside and play. I absolutely wasn't a Cartoon Network kid. I think most people were a Cartoon Network kid. Those who had cable. KND was one of my favorite shows growing up. That was also, like, KND, like, the trailer, or the pilot episode was on a late night cartoon block to see if, like, it could be on the main channel. And it was good, which was why we're so glad that it got as much as it did. Did you know, I'm sure you do, but like there's a entire group of people who want a revival of KND, including the showrunners themselves, which honestly I would love to see, but at this point I think it might be too late. Which sucks, but like, hey, who knows, maybe one day. I think at that point it wouldn't be for the target demographic. I think it would genuinely be like, okay, here's what I think should happen if they finally get the revival series of KND. I think they should keep the series for kids, because at the end of the day, that's what we want, the series for kids as adults. It's definitely going to be targeted towards our generation who watched KND. But it's not, like, I don't want like a gritty adult reboot of KND. just because, like, the demographic that grew up watching this is adults now. Like, I think if they're gonna do the revival, it should be just as if the show never got canceled. And honestly, that's a good idea because, like, it also will make parents of said kids of the new generation go, oh yeah, this show that I grew up on, and it's a good bonding moment, you know. Give the generations an opportunity to bond over stupid cartoons that were absolutely great. I think it's a good idea, anyways. But what do I know? What do I know? I'm just a fucking anime raccoon. What was my favorite show on Cartoon Network growing up? Definitely Powerpuff Girls. That was definitely one of my favorites. But I'm struggling, absolutely struggling. I hate how badly Cartoon Network has declined. I do too. To the point where it's like they've got 3 shows. Only one of them is actually good. And it's ended now. Like, they are banking way too heavily on, like, Cartoon Network used to be the network that really experimented with, like, media for children. Like, even, like, the worst Cartoon Network was still, like, quintessential Cartoon Network. Like, remember when they tried to do the live-action shows? And they didn't go over well. I liked, like, 2 of the shows that they actually did, but I can't remember what they were called. One was, like, the Academy where, like, they kidnap these kids and force them into, like, a private school. It's like, oh yeah, your parents, they sent you here. You don't have any memory of it because, like, you know, you're a dumb kid. They don't even exist anymore. The studio got shut down. God dang. That sucks. But, like, I think part of that has to do with the fact that, like, one, most people, I remember the Ben 10 live movie, which was also terrible, but they had fun with it. Like, I will always give Cartoon Network, like, this much. They experimented with what they would put on their channel. Like, we got, what was it, The Problem Solvers, which was just an absolute eye strain nightmare. Design nightmare. It was just so horribly ugly, like, eye-bleedingly ugly. But they decided to try it out. Annoying Orange, I hated that show, but they tried something. They tried everything. And I appreciated Cartoon Network for that growing up, I think. And it's just such a shame that it was just became, like, the absolute shell of its former self. The same goes for, like, Nickelodeon, and even, actually no, Disney's annoyingly thriving on their channel. But, like, yeah, like, I remember, like, Cartoon Network movies where, like, they would have their cinematic for when everyone at the movie theater, everyone at the Cartoon Network world would sit in and watch this film. And then they did a revamp version of the shows that they have today, and it was like 2 or 3 seats were occupied and the rest of it was just a dead movie theater. Whereas when we were kids, it was full. People were sitting on the floor. It was so full. They packed in every single character. And it's just so sad. And also what they did to Teen Titans is absolutely criminal, and whoever decided that was a good idea deserves to be... I lost my train of thought. Like, I don't want harm to come to these people. Genuinely, I don't want harm to come to these people. I just think that, like, they should be on different shows. May they be slightly inconvenienced when they need to go to the bathroom. I guess. May they have to pee, but the stalls are all occupied. I don't know. May their t-shirt get caught on every corner, on every splinter, on every rough angle. May they step in water with socks on. That's what I wish would happen to people that I don't. Minor inconveniences that we all hate, but don't actually cause us any real harm. May they stub their toe, yes. And if you're particularly heinous, may you stub your pinky toe. Because that hurts so much more than your big toe. I wish horrible inconveniences that annoy everyone. Rel just messaged me. Like, I wish minor inconveniences on these people. I need to mute my phone. Hang on. Because I forgot. My phone's on Do Not Disturb, but there are people who can contact me regardless, and Rel is one of them. But, Hibla, ask him to come to chat and bully me. I don't think Rel's ready for that just yet. And I respect that. I hope one day he does, just because I'm absolutely gonna point him out to the crowd. And I hope he knows that. I know he knows that. I told him that. I'm mad that one of my favorite cartoons can never get a reboot because it was written off as a tax write-off. What show is that? I've never heard that. Like, I'll be honest, like, a lot of shows were written off as tax write-offs. Oh, Megas XLR? Really? That is horribly depressing because chicks dig giant robots. It was just an absolute love letter to... it was like a beautiful marriage between Western and Eastern animation. It had giant mech robots with giant monster fights, with some voice talent from that were very popular and very, very big in the anime dubbing circles. Like, I think it was Valerie V, the voice of Konata Izumi and Haruhi Suzumiya. She was in that. You had Steve Bloom playing the stoner best friend that wasn't actually a stoner because this is a kid's show, but was absolutely the stoner best friend. I never actually finished the series that we got, but like I remember that being so cool. And also really fucking dumb. But the theme song, chicks dig giant robots. I dig giant robots. Wait. Dig giant robots. I knew someone who had that series on DVD, and we were supposed to watch it together, but unfortunately it never happened. Which sucks. You have shows like that, and then you had, what was the other one? The other anime that was, like, the other American anime that was canceled, moved. Bitches love cannons. Yes, I still haven't gotten rid of that muted word, and I need to. I have a lot of things I need to fix with OBS, but I am so afraid to break things and have to call tech bug. But yes. What was that other series? Titan something? It was a good show. Like, I heard it was a good show. I never watched it. I couldn't get into it. But, like, looking back and seeing the clips of it, I think it's freaking hilarious. But, like, it was about aliens. Angry Beavers. Was that a cartoon series? Or wait, was that Cartoon Network? I loved Angry Beavers. Did you know, with the Angry Beavers, they actually recorded the, that was Nick. Yeah, you're right. That was part of the Nickelodeon, back when Nickelodeon was cool. Angry Beavers. But did you know that they actually recorded a final episode of the show? But that, the producers of the show were like, oh, no, we don't want to do that because, like, if kids think that the show might get new episodes, they'll watch reruns. but if the show ends, they won't watch it anymore. And it's like, well, that's not true. Kids love to watch things over and over again. Just look at how many parents have to deal with Barney reruns from way back when. It's just one of those things. But, like, you can actually look up, like, the voice lines where, like, they acknowledge the fact that they're on a TV show. And it's really funny. And that, like, the voice actors behind that was the voice of Invader Zim as Dag, and then someone who actually I didn't hear very much in animation, but was a very famous, like, TV actor. I can't remember his name, but he has a very, very distinct voice as well. I've been rewatching a ton of old Disney cartoons like Darkwing Duck and Tailspin. Fuck yeah. Tailspin! I loved Tailspin. For one character and one character only. Can you guess who that was? Can you guess what Keki Raccoon's favorite character in that series? You'll never figure it out. Never figure it out. I like Don Carnage, but he was not my favorite character. I actually like Don Carnage more now than I did when I was a kid watching the series. You'll never guess. It's so not obvious at all who my favorite character was. It's Shere Khan. I like Shere Khan because of course I fucking would. He's just so great! How do you not like Shere Khan? How do you not like scary Tiger Man in business suit? Which nowadays is kind of obvious, but I was about to type that, yeah. Yeah, so it's Shere Khan. One of my favorite old school Disney villains who actually doesn't show up until like the last 10 minutes of the movie. The original movie. We're not talking about the live-action remake. Those things suck. But, how do you not love Shere Khan? He's scary. Couldn't spell it. Furry. Yes, I am. What are you gonna do about it, bitch? I know what I am. Your boos mean nothing to me. I've seen what makes you cheer. Looking back now, it's kind of weird to realize that I was into this type of character. Because I wasn't into, like, big, scary CEO characters until very recently. Like, this year recently. Like earlier this year, late last year. They were not my favorite characters. In fact, I didn't really think one way or the other about them. But I absolutely love them now, and I have to blame Resident Evil for it. Resident Evil definitely broadened my horizons to characters that I enjoy. Don't judge me. Don't judge me! It's such a good game series with so many awesome characters! I love them! It's not my fault! They have such great voices! Don't. You can't blame me. We've all been there. Speaking of which, it's Resident Evil, the HD remaster that we're playing tonight, which is the second time I have purchased this game. I purchased it on my Switch because I was going to play through all the Resident Evil games in my off time. But now that I do streaming on my off time, it makes more sense to do them here. Despite what I said about not playing them on stream, I like the games. I know all of the story, but I haven't experienced any of the games except for Resident Evil 8 and 4, the remake, which when we get, like, we're gonna go through all of the games. They're all on my wish list on Steam. We're gonna play all of the games on stream. However, when we get to Resident Evil 4, we were not going to be playing the original. We will be playing the remake. Sorry. I cannot play the original. Well, you know what? Maybe a special stream will play the original. You know what? I'm gonna go on Steam right now, find the original Resident Evil, and put it in my wish list as well. Nope, that's not it. The original 2005 version. On my wish list. We will play through all these games at some point. What I'd like to really do is like do a marathon of the games. But I think I need to get to a certain point to do that. So, who knows? I just feel like I might as well play the games on stream, because otherwise I'm not going to get through them, and I really want to. So, I'm going back on my promise to never play these games on stream, and I'm 100% okay with that. You guys get to watch me experience these games firsthand, despite knowing so much of the lore and all the lore changes that have happened. I know the story, but experiencing it is an entirely different animal, right? And the only reason I know the lore more than I know the actual gameplay is because I'm a fan fiction writer, damn proud of it, and I watched cinematic videos of all the games right up until 8. And actually, no, right up until 7, because I just went back and rewatched Markiplier play Resident Evil 7. Which, again, I own Resident Evil 7. It was part of a block. Kind of drool over Heisenberg in real time. I remember waking up at 5:30 to watch the Wild Thornberrys before school. See, that was cool. I love the Wild Thornberrys. Another good TV show. Also, Bebop, shut the fuck up. Shut up, Bebop. You're gonna see me do a lot of things on stream in real time. You're gonna see me play the Beneviento level and see how I react to that in real time. Because let me tell you, nothing will be staged despite the fact that I've played that game 8 times! Waking up at 5 a.m. Jesus Christ. I mean, I had to wake up at a similar time for school. And I absolutely hated it. Which is probably why I have insomnia now. I don't know. The Wild Thornberrys was a good TV show too, though. I loved the movie, and I absolutely adore the crossover between the Wild Thornberrys and the Rugrats. That was such a good, dumb movie crossover. Does anybody remember those movies? Like, the Wild Thornberrys movie, like the standalone film, was definitely like a much more dramatic series, which was good. But then, the crossover with the Rugrats was not as dramatic. It was kind of goofy and really dumb, and I loved it. Waking up at 5 a.m. and watching cartoons was my first exposure to Lupin the Third. That's awesome. Staying up late is how I was exposed to Inuyasha. I remember getting Scratch and Sniffs with the DVD. Yeah! Like, okay, so like, it wasn't just the DVDs. I don't know if anyone else remembers this, but like, they had a tie-in with Burger King, and the idea was you buy like the Wild Thornberrys Burger King kids menu thing. I can't remember what they call the kids meals there, but it's a kids meal, and they would give you the Scratch and Sniff cards, and you were supposed to take those to the movie theater for like an immersion of the film. However, most of us didn't go see the film, so what we did was just scratch and sniff the stickers anyways, because, like, Scratch and Sniff stickers were also just super popular back then. Like, you were considered the cool kid if you had Scratch and Sniff stickers. God, that's such a hard phrase to say. Especially with us how fast I talk sometimes. Like, I remember we went to Burger King a lot with one of my family members, and like we got like 8 different versions of this sticker. It's like, oh, it's fine. We'll watch, like, as a kid, I knew I was never gonna watch this in theaters. My mom was not going to take me to the movie theaters to see this, but I knew that I would eventually be able to get it at the VHS rental store. Remember when those were a thing? Bring them back. I was robbed. I was robbed. I remember being a kid going into I think we all have this memory, right? Like, we go into like the old video rentals, the Blockbusters, the local video rental stores, and it's like our parents go in. It's like, we're gonna go in, get a DVD, VHS, and as children we all wanted the candy that they sold there. And our parents were like, no, you can't have the candy. We don't have candy money. Do you have candy money? Because I sure as shit don't. You can buy candy when you get older and you have your own money. And I remember being a kid and going, fine. When I get older, I'm just going to buy all the candy I want and you can't stop me. Meh. But now they're gone! They were taken from us. I was robbed. We were robbed! Now we have Betflix and Gulu and Blamazon. And they all suck. Although Betflix, like their whole thing was that like you could watch and return on your own time, no late fees. And they were so cool. And then they're like, I remember their streaming service coming out, and my parents were like all about it. It's dangerous being an adult with adult money and a child spirit. Yeah, I mean, as I sit here and stare at the wall of Heisenberg posters that I bought with my Nanami figurine sitting on my computer desk, and the mountain of plushies that is in my closet, and the body pillows, and all the dumb shit that I would have wanted as a young kid, but couldn't have because I was not given money. I actually have some I actually have to go back and buy figures that I wanted as a kid. Unfortunately, they are all so hard to find at a decent price, because back then they were like $80, but now because they don't make the figures anymore, they're like $250 or more. And it's just, and they all look like bootlegs. So anyone who does it, any person like who grew up with figures now is going to look back at these figures and go, well, these are very clearly Chinese knockoffs. No! These were the official merch. What? I'm so mad. Like, if I could go back and talk to teenage me at her first anime convention, I would have told her, don't just buy the DVDs. Buy the figures too. Don't just buy the DVDs. Go back and buy the figures. Go back and buy that a la carte figure of him sitting in his chair and being just absolutely badass. Go back and buy the Saris Victoria figurines. Just don't take them out of their box until like you move, and then all will be right with the world. If I could go back and tell my teenage self anything, it's go buy the figures. Screw the cosplay, go buy the figures. You will be able to buy the cosplay at any point in time. Trust me, just go buy the figures. Do you remember watching a brand new movie that just came out on DVD you bought from someone? No. I never got that. Although I did know someone, my mom and my parents, they knew people who made DVDs of things, but I never got the like brand new, very obviously illegally downloaded DVDs like as they came out. Did, however, get like the burned DVDs of like some movies, and I hated them. I'm sorry, I'm scared to get into figure collecting. I mean, that's fair. Financial word of advice, don't get into figure collecting. They do not appreciate in value. Trust me on this. I love figures. I have quite the investment of figures. Only 2 of which, hang on. Only 2 of which are actually worth a decent amount of money, and I have 0 intention of letting them go. I will, if I ever write up a will and testament, which will happen one day, like, those figures are going to someone. And they're going to someone that I know will appreciate them, despite the fact that we have only spoken 3 times. Because I bought this figure, and I had to leave it at a friend's house, because I had to go to work, I think, immediately after, so I just left it there at their place. And they had that person over, they saw the figure, and this was told to be after the fact. It's like, she saw the figure, and she's like, "Oh, do you have that? Where'd you get that?" And they're like, "Oh, no, it's Keki's." And she just, I'm gonna say it exactly how I was told. She went, "That bitch." In a humorous way. So, like, I don't know if they're still in contact with that friend. Friends, if you're watching this, if you're still in contact with that friend, let me know. Because if I ever get rid of my figures, which will not happen, if I get rid of my figures, I'm dead. She gets that figure. Just because she showed genuine appreciation by being so mad at me for having it. And let me tell you, getting that figure, I got it at a comic book store, who held on to it knowing that this figure in question I was obsessed with, knew that I was searching for this figure for a good price, and when I say, they gave it to me for a great price. The figure goes for like $500, if not more, on eBay. Both as scams and genuine people who have like a limited, like the certificate of authentication. I got it for $250. That is amazing. The box, unfortunately, is not in the greatest condition, but the figure itself is immaculate. And they only made, like, so many of these. I know I have, like, a pretty decent figure, and it's, like, one of my pride possessions. That's a steal. Yes, it is. Considering how old this figure was made in the 80s. At the height of popularity for the comic book in question. I'm not going to get into what it is, but those who know me personally, they know what I'm talking about. When I bought the damn thing, I was over the moon. But, like, the thing was made in the 80s, and it's like, they only made, like, so many, a couple hundred of these things, and it's so hard to get your hands on them. The people who own these things are never letting go. I am now one of them. I also bought, like, a really good figure from, I think, the same people, but at a convention, a local convention. And, I'm not sure if they gave it to me for cheap because they thought I was cute, or if, like, the legit, like, the quote-unquote damage to the figure actually makes, like, other collectors, like, be like, oh, yeah, no, like, if I'm gonna buy this, I'm not gonna buy this for, like, the super extravagant price. Like, the damage on it is so minimal that I don't give a shit. Like, you won't notice this unless you know it's there or you're looking particularly close to it. And I don't care, but I got it for $50. And again, they only made so many of these figures. I got it for $50. And let me tell you, I didn't think twice. I bought that damn figure. My boyfriend at the time is like, really? It's damaged? And like, it's not damaged enough for me to give a shit. Like, the damage is like so minimal. Like, honestly, if I was dedicated enough, I could probably go in and paint over it and nobody would know the difference. Except for, obviously, people with a discerning eye. Which I don't have. necessarily, and who fucking cares? I don't need it to be in pristine condition, I just need it to be presentable. And it's on the back, so I don't see it anyways. It's like that one was the like I feel like I robbed the guy. That's how much I think that this person just did not think through. I feel like I took advantage of the kid that sold it to me. Gonna get a piece of pumpkin pie. God damn it. I want pumpkin pie. It's pumpkin pie season, bitches! It's apple cider season, bitches! I have to make apple cider. I have to get a pot big enough to make apple cider now. Ugh. Anyway, we have been chatting and yapping for about a good 2 hours now. We should probably actually get into the game. What say you? Should we actually get into the Resident Evil? I feel like we should get into the Resident Evil. Apple cider, apple motherfucking cider. Yeah, we here at the Ciderarchy believe in the supremacy of the cider, the apple cider. The homemade apple cider specifically. I can't stand that store-bought shit. Warm that shit up over the stove. It's so good. Making apple cider this year. Bebop, I will absolutely share with you the recipe that I use for apple cider, although, if I'm being honest, it's super simple. But we're gonna get into the game now. I gotta plug in my controller. Hang on, where did I put my controller? There it is. Hang on. God, this intro. Wait, hang on. Why am I not showing up? Why am I not showing up in... Where the heck am I? What the heck? Oh. That's why. Somehow, VC Face, the program that I use for my VTuber model, was underneath a space. Let me lock these overlays so I don't have to worry about that ever again. God, this game is so freaking cool! Press any key? No, I don't want to press any key. Loading, please do not turn off PC. The Steam account currently signed in does not contain a save file. That's fine. Please let me play with a controller, for the love of God. Please don't make me play this with a keyboard. No, we're playing with a controller. Oh, I have to get an Xbox controller. Hang on, I'm using my Nintendo controller because I thought that was the controller that I needed. Where is my... Hang on a second, I gotta find my controller. Where'd I put it? It's here somewhere. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on, I'll be back. I gotta find it. Things I need to do. Clean up my workspace. Yeah. Gonna go with the original controls. Saving content. Please don't turn off your PC.
Resident Evil.
So cool. We're gonna do this all with the original whatevers. We're gonna do this on easy just because I have no problems putting my game on easy mode. Who should we play as? Chris Redfield or as Jill Valentine? I'll be honest, design-wise, I like Jill Valentine so much more. But I also just like girls. I like pretty girls, singing witty girls. I don't remember the lyrics to it. What is the lyrics to that stupid song? Jill Sandwich? Yeah, we're gonna wait. Oh, we got the alternative costumes! Fuck yeah! Oh, that's so cool! Which, by the way, if we're playing as Jill Valentine or Chris Redfield, we're gonna do it with the Stars version. So, Jill Valentine, we're going with Jill Valentine. I need to change the category, hang on. Before I get into this, I need to change the category. A Resident Evil stream in this economy? I think I'm funny. Welcome back, Hunter! We're currently figuring out whether or not we should play as Chris or Jill. We have one vote for Jill. Which do you think? Jill? Okay, we're going for Jill, because honestly, I like Jill's design more. Jill Valentine. Can you guys see the game and hear it okay? Can you guys see and hear the game okay? Oh.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone, situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots, Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of their mission.
Found it yet? No, not yet.
Coming in loud and clear? Great.
Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. The Bravo Team was sent in to investigate, but we lost contact.
Look, Chris.
Bravo Team's helicopter was a derelict. Save for the remaining body of Kevin.
If I don't talk too much, it's because I'm really
We
into the
continued our
cutscenes.
search for the other members, but it turned into a nightmare.
Cutscenes are awesome and I love them. Absolutely pay attention to the cutscenes. It's my favorite part of any video game. I I've seen this a dozen times. It never gets old. I've never played the game, obviously, but I've seen all the cinematic cutscenes. Puppies just want to play.
Come on!
The designs in this version of the game are so cool.
Hey, Brad! Where the hell's he going? Chris, this way.
And Wesker's design in this one is so cool.
Damn it! Make for that mansion!
Wesker is so cool in this game. Enter the survival horror.
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Barry, and myself. We don't know where Chris is.
What is this place?
Not quite your ordinary house, that's for sure.
Hey, Wesker, where's Chris?
Jill, no. You don't want to go back out there.
He's so cool.
But we've got to find...
What was that?
Chris?
No.
Jill, go and investigate.
I'm going with her.
Raccoon City.
Chris and I go back
Yeah.
a long way.
All right,
We're gonna
you
ignore.
two go. I'll secure this area.
We're gonna ignore the fact that I'm a
Stay
raccoon.
sharp.
Yeah. Raccoon City, more like Keki City. Why is everything coming up raccoons? First Indigo Park and now Resident Evil, which I forgot about.
A dining room.
So, okay. First of all, I need to change the audio settings because holy shit, this is way too loud. Way too loud for me to focus. Second of all, can we just absolutely love and admire the level design in this game? Like, this aesthetic, so indicative of the era, right? Like, it's just so good. There's that Albert Wesker guy. I'm sure he's gonna be absolutely trustworthy and not evil at all. Yeah, I know, right? He's so cool. Wesker's so cool! Shut up! But like this game is just so atmospheric and beautiful, and look at the setting, look at the mansion. It is so iconic. Like it looks so spooky and cool. Level design, I swear to God, this era of level design in horror games was just absolutely amazing. Like, I think one of the things I don't like about, like, modern video games is that a lot of these places look too polished and clean. Like, I see that, like, you see that, no, I did not. What did I just do? I guess I saved. But, like, look at this. I can, like, you look at this mansion and you can believe that there is absolutely dust, grime, and probably blood because zombies all over the place. Just look at it! Ah. Just look at this! How do you not just love every second of this game? This style of game? What? No. Turn around. I have to remember. Hang on. Maybe I won't use the original controls after all. Damn it. Type A, Type B, Type C. Hang on, I'm trying to figure out the controls here. On my Switch, it's so much different. Yeah, we'll go with these. We'll go with these controls. Rel is asking me if I want some wine. Chat, do you want me to go and get more booze for this stream? I'll let you guys decide. Should I play Resident Evil with alcohol? Why not? I'm trying. I can't remember how to play this game. There we go. Trying to grab the ink ribbon. That's all I need. I'm gonna go get some booze. Hang on. Hang on a sec. I will be right back. again? Really? Are we doing this again? You little shits. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Don't! Stop it! Stop setting things on fire! Stop it! Put down the matches. Put it down. Put it down. You put out those fires. They didn't abandon you. It's become tradition. I know, and frankly, I kinda love it. I can get behind this joke. My chat wants to commit arson. Hang on a second. Why does my chat always want to commit arson? Why? Just stop it. Stop it. Get help. Just because we can. I mean, fair. But stop it. Stop it right now. Stop it. Also, I grabbed the Danish. I have a nice little chocolate Danish from a local bakery in my area. And it's absolutely delicious. And it pairs very well with my red wine, sweet red wine cocktail. This will probably be the only alcoholic drink I have on stream. I probably will not get a refill. But it's absolutely delicious, despite the fact that I'm not a huge fan of red wines. Okay, we're changing the controls. There we go. It's an old typewriter. Did I unmute the game? Is the game still coming in loud and clear? Yes, yes, yes it is. Good. By the way, somebody clipped the chat trying to set things on fire while I was gone. I came back! You can save your progress. Use the ink ribbon? No. God, look at this design! Which one is the shoot? Shit. Absolutely forgot the controls. Which one is the shoot? Attack, examine, aim, aim. Which one is the shoot? Where's the shooty? Am I dumb? Cause I can't find the thing to shoot. What in the Resident Hell? D, aim. Yeah. Ah, it was A. Found it. I wasted a bullet.
I think you'd better take a look at this.
What is it?
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues.
Attack with
I'll be
bullets.
examining this.
Shut up, Hunter.
Let's just hope it's not Chris's.
I love you guys. Okay, so like, real talk. As much as I love the hyper-realism that Resident Evil is known for, I genuinely think that these designs for all the characters is so much cooler. I think I think the face models and the design and the way that it looks just looks so much better, in my opinion. I'm also just not a huge fan of super hyper realism. The only series that I enjoy this in is Resident Evil. Resident Evil 4 is still your favorite. I mean, that's fair. It is considered the most popular series, and the reason why Leon is the face of the series despite only really appearing in 3 games. Like, there's a reason why it's so popular. It is genuinely a good game. I can't play the original necessarily because the controls are harder for me to figure out. Which is funny because when the game came out, I was much more used to controls like that in video games, despite not playing them very often, and only really playing them when I was with my certain family members who had video games. In fact, I was so used to them that when they came out with the free moving cameras, like having to like move the camera while moving, walking around, I found that so nauseating. I couldn't do it. I kept flubbing up my game. Now it's just so normalized that I can't go back to the fixed camera angle. It fucks with me a little bit. But I know that if I play the games long enough, I will get used to it. It's just that not very many games nowadays do fixed camera angles anymore. Which is a shame because, like, especially with horror, the fixed camera angle really does add to the atmosphere of these games. Like, I love it in Resident Evil, which I've played through part of this game before on my Switch. I didn't get very far. In fact, I'm pretty sure I got to this exact point and then just, for some reason, never got back to it. That some reason being life sucks and not a whole lot of spare time. So now I'm playing him here. And you know what? You know, I love it. Where am I going? Is it this way? Ah, this scene. Cinematic perfection. Yeah. The fuck? Don't you dare get back up. Down. Stay down. So anyone else got jury duty Monday? Can't say that I do. Hey, I got an achievement. What did I miss? Better report back to Wesker. Okay. Absolutely. Let's go back and find Wesker. You know something really weird? I've actually never been called in for jury duty.
What is it?
Look out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of it.
Barry's so cool.
What the hell is this thing?
I found Kenneth killed by this thing. Let's report this to Wesker.
Yes, let's go find Wesker. Come along, Barry. Let us go speak to our commander, our captain. The fuck? Also, this animation, it's homie Barry. Yeah. Also, God, I love these animations. Oh, I love this game.
Jill, help me look for him. Let's not leave this hall.
Good idea.
So real talk, my favorite game is always going to be Resident Evil 8 because it was the first game I ever got into, and it was the first game that got me into the series. However, if I hadn't gotten into the series via Resident Evil 8, this would definitely be my favorite Resident Evil game just because look at it! It's gorgeous! Look at this! Look! Like, I cannot articulate enough how much this is so great. Character design, so great. Atmosphere, so great. It's just... so great. It's so... I can't explain enough. I really can't articulate how much I love this style of game. This style of game is why I love horror games. Yeah. Like, I remember being a kid and wanting to play all of these games. Despite not being a...
Any luck, Jill?
No, nothing. What's going on around here? I can't figure it out.
Same here.
Chris, and now Wesker.
There's not much we can do. We can search for him separately. I'll investigate the dining room again.
Okay, then. I'll try the door on the other side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could easily get lost. Let's start from the first floor.
Okay.
Oh, I almost forgot. It's a lockpick. You'd make better use of it.
We got a lockpick, chat!
Thanks. I may need it.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. Got it?
Okay.
I just realized I recognize this voice actress for Jill, who is, by the way, I think my favorite voice actress for Jill. Despite Jill not being my favorite character, in fact, she's not even in the top 5. Which, to be fair, I don't think I actually have 5 characters that I could put in a top 5. If I were to rank all the characters, though, she would probably be just below top 5. I'm not sure. I have to really think about that. But, what I was saying earlier, this game is what actually, like, this style of video game is actually what made me decide to be a horror game streamer. Because just, oh, look at it. Look at it! It's just so pretty! And I love this animation. I love the door animation. They were so proud of this animation. And you know what? They should be. It's great. It's locked. An emblem of a sword is carved into it. That's not what I meant to do. Come on. There we go. Barry is so cool and he deserves to be in more games. He's not my favorite character, but again, he deserves to be in more games. Like, they absolutely do him dirty. And Revelations, honestly, my personal opinion story-wise, I can't say anything gameplay-wise. I hate the story in Revelations. I absolutely hate it. Because they took one of my favorite characters that isn't Heisenberg or Wesker, Claire, and made her into such an absolute bitch. Like, her relationship with her brother, one of the most defining character traits of her. I remember borrowing my cousin's Resident Evil game for the Wii. Yeah! This game is just so cool. This game series, in general. Like, I know it has its downs. Like, some of the, like, was it 5 and 6 especially? 6 especially, I think, was the one that really killed the franchise for a little while. Thank God. Thank God. Genuinely, thank everything that they still made Resident Evil 7. which subsequently led to Resident Evil 8, which is how I got into this series. And you know what? I could not be any happier of a little horror raccoon than I am with this series. Everything about it. Like, I regret not getting into this series growing up. Granted, the reason I couldn't get into it, part of it was because I didn't have a video game console growing up. I did not get a video game console growing up. My first one was a hand-me-down of the PlayStation 2. No, the PS1. PlayStation 1. And I got nothing but hand-me-down video games from a family member. Because they didn't play it anymore, so their parents were like, well, if you're not going to play this anymore, we're just going to give it to Keki. She clearly plays it. Which made my family member so mad because he didn't want to play it, but he also didn't want me to have it either. Me and that family member really don't get along. I've never been super into Resident Evil despite owning most of the games. I mean, that's fair. I own a lot of the Shantae games, the cute little genie girl games, but I'm not into the series either, and I haven't even finished the first game. But I love the style of it. But, like, just, I never got to play these games because, one, I didn't have the consoles to play them on, and two, I just was not into zombie things. Because zombies, if you remember, they dominated the action scene, the horror scene. They just dominated the cinemas and media as a whole during this time. And I hate zombies. I like them more now because we don't see them as often as we did. Like, the Resident Evil movies, they're terrible. Like, I've decided to go back and watch all of the Resident Evil movies that came out during that time with Alice. They're all fucking terrible. As Resident Evil movies, as action films, they're great. As, like, Resident Evil games, they are absolutely terrible. But I will say the first movie, pretty freaking good. Like, I think it, like, really captures the spirit of, like, the first game, being kind of atmospheric with elements of horror. But, yeah, Shantae is also a really good game. I just wish I could... I'm not great with platformers, so I obviously don't get into this game. But I absolutely love it. An eerie picture of the mansion. Would you like to take the dagger? Absolutely. Using defensive items such as daggers will allow you to escape momentarily when grabbed by an enemy. However, you will not be able to escape when the enemy grabs you from behind. To equip defensive items, go to the status screen and then select an item for the defensive item menu. I can't read. Holy fuck. Then select to equip the item. If your defensive item mode is set to manual, in the controller settings, you press the LB to use defensive items. Cool. Try to remember. Ah, nope, that's the map. There we go. Quit. Oh, no, that's not what I meant. Wrong button. Equip. God, this game is so cool! But, like, yeah, I was never really into zombie movies. I fucked up. Ah, fucking stab! Can I have that back? There we go. Come on. Come on, big guy. Die. 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 Give me back my dagger. Can I have my dagger back? I guess I'm not getting that back. Various art supplies. You had to deal with me going on about zombies. Yes, I did, and I love that for you, but I absolutely hated zombies. I like them again more now than I did back then. Oh wait, I actually... No! I'm gonna fuck up the controls on this game so much. There we go. But yeah, like back then, the zombie genre just kind of dominated. Yep, nope. Absolutely dominated the, There's a map of the floor 1. Take it? Yes. You got a map. We got a map, baby. It's locked. Emblem of the sword. I really got into zombies because of BO2. What's that? What's BO2? I've never heard of that. Is that like a survival game or a horror game? Is it fun? Oh, Black Ops. Yeah, to each their own. This is definitely not a game for me, but if that's what got you into zombies, absolutely. Have fun with it. Go off. I think my cousin played Black Ops. Oh hey! I took the emblem. From the status screen, select an item and then select the examine command. The details of the item will be displayed. I'll be honest, I'm kind of glad that they remind me of the controls. Whee! It's gold around the outer edges due to frequent fitting. We got that. I never really got into like first-person shooters, which is ironic considering that this game series has become first-person as well as horror. But sorry, eating my Danish. Games like that just never really appealed to me. But like, if that's your favorite kind of game, I absolutely love that for you. Any game, anything. So long as it's like above board and totally fine and legal. Anything that you get into that makes you happy. Twitch keeps switching streams on me and it's pissing me off. Oh, really? That's so fucking weird. Everybody's got a preference. Yeah, exactly. And like, I love that for other people. It's like if you get into this thing and you genuinely love it, absolutely, I love that for you. It's locked. An emblem of the sword is carved into the lock. Okay. I don't, but it's been doing that to me. It's been doing that to you too? That's so weird. Why is it doing that? Is it like the app or the website? That's so fucking bizarre. Do you want to try refreshing the stream and see if that helps? Cause I'll wait if you want. I don't mind. Gives me a chance to eat my Danish. It's really freaking good. But like, try refreshing the stream, see if that works. God, I love this animation! No, it hasn't done it for an hour. Okay, then. That's so weird. I've never had Twitch do that to me before. I wonder why it's doing that. Like, look at the shadows moving on this game. It's so cool. I'll take that. because I absolutely suck at games, and I am okay with this. There's a corpse collapsed on the floor like it was an instant death. What the hell is happening in this mansion? No, I want to go back down. A large bird cage. There's a dead raven inside. Like, the sound design for this game is also, like, Resident Evil as a whole, it is absolutely amazing, the sound design. Like, listen. If you guys have headphones, like, listen. Sound design is just genuinely one of those things where, like, they're just underappreciated. Like, when it's good sound design, you think nothing of it. But when it's bad sound design, you absolutely notice. This goes for video games, this goes for TV shows. When the sound mixing is bad, you notice. Good sound design... Bitch, I was talking? Good sound design goes unnoticed. Bad sound design... Ah! Damn it! Die! Come on! Die! Die! Stay down. Hey, look, an arrow. Give me that. Take the golden arrow? Yes. Salmon. This is really cool. The arrowhead looks like it can be removed. We got an arrowhead! The arrow is made of peridot, sometimes referred to poor man's emerald. Huh, I did not know that. We learned something new, chat! I wasn't going to use... I'm gonna go ahead and use this herb so I can free up some space. Take the magazine? Yes. I unlocked it! It's locked from the other side. I'm never gonna shut up about this door opening animation. It's freaking great, and screw you if you think otherwise. Oh. Another dagger that we actually do not need, so we're not gonna pick that up. Genuinely cannot gush enough over this game. It's just so good. I know I was saying something earlier, but I genuinely can't remember. Oh, hi! Oh, fuck, no! Yep, it's locked. God damn it. If you notice, we haven't really talked about food for this stream. We haven't. The most I've said is that I have a chocolate cheese Danish from a local bakery. That just goes to show just how much I fucking love this game. Despite, again, this is the first time I will be playing it to completion. I started this game on my Switch, but I never got around to finishing it. And in fact, I think I got like a little bit farther than... I think I got a little bit farther than where I am now. You ate some burritos earlier? Fuck yeah, burritos. I'm not a huge fan of burritos. I prefer soft shell tacos. What the fuck? Oh. I got stuck! I don't think I'm going in the right direction. But what else is new? I have a terrible sense of direction. You know what? I'm gonna go back. I have a terrible sense of direction, and this game series is absolutely known for its backtracking. I don't miss tank controls or for the camera. I don't miss tank controls. Oh shit. I remember this part of the game. I stopped playing as I realized I had to figure that puzzle out, and I still haven't figured it out. But so I love the fixed camera angle because again I think it really adds to the atmosphere of the games, but it does tend to get you all turned around. Especially if you're not used to it anymore. Which most gamers just aren't used to that anymore. But I absolutely do not miss the stop to shoot, because as you're surrounded by zombies, it's definitely not a good thing to have to stop to shoot. I like running away and shooting. Let me run away and shoot. I am a defensive shooter. Yeah. We got a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. I don't actually know the words to that song. I will say that for some of these puzzles, I am definitely going to be looking up a guide. Because there is at least 1 or 2 puzzles that I genuinely do not remember. Wait. Oh, wrong button. Emblem. Use? Nope, not here. How about here? It's locked from the other side. Absolutely love the fixed camera angles though. It really does just add to the sense of lack of control that you have, despite, you know, being 100% in control of the character. But like, not being able to look around you really adds to the sense of not knowing what's going on. I guess that's a better way of putting it. It adds to not knowing what the hell is going on around you. Thus, certain surprises get you much better. Sorry. Rel is asking me if I would like more wine. And I need to tell him that, no, I'm still working on the first glass. Yep. Cap lock is on. God, he's such a sweetheart. Oh, I was going this way. Sorry, got a little distracted. Won't happen again. It will happen again. Kerchunk. Oh, no, I don't want to go through this door. I'm not taking that key. I know it sparks the the stupid thing. Helmet carved into the lock. Albert Wesker did nothing wrong, Keki Raccoon. I didn't say that. Oh wait, I misread that entirely. Keki Albert Wesker did nothing wrong, Raccoon. First of all, Bebop, my brother in brimstone. Wesker is an absolute terrible, horrible, deplorable, oh Jesus Christ, deplorable character. And I love him for it. I condone all of his actions. You want to fix him? Well, I want to make him worse. To quote another VTuber, the great Pumpkin Potions, I don't want to fix villains. I want them to be bad so I can be down bad. I don't want to walk up to Wesker and then him suddenly be all kinds of nice to me. I want him to treat me terribly. I want him to absolutely manipulate and treat me horribly and then make me believe that he loves me when ultimately he's just using me to get something that will further his goals. I don't have a problem. You do! I don't have a problem! Wesker is perfect the way he is. Although, I absolutely love his design in this game. Y'all want to see me be down bad? Just let me get further into this game. Just let me get further into this game. I can't argue because I'm no better. Hey, mods, can you block this person real quick for me, please? Like, seriously? Thank you! Thank you, moderators! We love you! We love you, we love you, we love you, we love you, we love you. But, yeah, you cannot boo me. I know what gets you off. I have made the things that you're into so much worse. I am perfectly fine with my terrible habit of loving villains. I have no shame in the characters that I love, which ultimately makes me the strongest person in the world. Come at me. I have no problems admitting that I love these characters because they're terrible. I also love Wesker because Richard Woe and DC Douglas. Their voices. Their voices. I love a good voice, and these two actors for this character, absolutely beautiful. They made this character who he is today. DC Douglas being the longest running voice actor for Wesker in the entire series. I love him. I love his voice. I'm finding out that he's actually voiced a lot of other things, and the Wesker voice is not his normal speaking voice. This is just something he made specifically for Wesker. 'Cause, like, I got so mad at the Resident Evil 4 remake because they had to recast Wesker. For a lot of legal reasons, because unfortunately DC Douglas broke NDA and subsequently was fired. That is unfortunate. I am mad about that, but I don't blame Capcom for that. he made his decisions. This is what we have to deal with now. But I found out, because I got so mad about this, and I decided to do something that may or may not be legal. I don't know. I still have to look into the specifics about it. But I found out that DC Douglas has a page that you can contact him and hire him for voice work. And I absolutely hate AI voice mods. They are the bane of my existence. They are nothing but, most of them, like, there are people who donate their voices for these programs. However, most voice actors have not done this. And the reason some people might donate their voices to these projects is for people who do not have the ability to speak for themselves, which, again, totally above board, totally great. However, the voice mods for DC Douglas's with the AI, first of all, it's theft. There's no getting around that. That's theft. He did not consent to this, and I'm not okay with this. For two, they just don't capture the humanity, or lack thereof in the case of Wesker. Like, there are certain, when it comes to voice acting, and speaking in general, like, there are a lot of, like, vocal nuances to how people speak. And if you really pay attention, you'll be able to pick someone's mannerisms in the way that they speak. But, like, a lot of the AI voices, again, just setting aside the absolute bullshit that's going into AI voices, they don't capture the way that DC Douglas performs Wesker. It's a robot. It's a robot that doesn't understand the vocal nuances that go into speaking. But, little bit of aside, I decided I was going to pay DC Douglas to dub over his lines and then release that paid for by me voice pack to the mod community. And like, granted, I would sell this to one mod person, be like, hey, all I want is, like, the price of the Resident Evil game download. It's like, just give me the money that it would cost me to pay for the game, and this is yours, and you can do whatever the fuck you want with it. I paid so that you could have this. I paid so the moderators can, the mods, the people who mod material, God, that's a hard sentence to say, can use this, and we can have DC Douglas again. God damn it, he's so good at what he does. But I still have to look into, like, the legal ramifications for this, see if I can actually do this and not get him in trouble, and not get myself in trouble. I just really love DC Douglas's voice for Wesker. I love Richard Woe as well. Like, in order, I like Richard Woe and then DC Douglas. However, I do love DC Douglas. I have been ranting about this for a minute. I'm not sorry. But, absolutely beautiful, beautiful voice actor. I forgot what I was talking about. I know it essentially boils down to I love Albert Wesker's voice. I fucking hate the remake voice for it because they made him so boring. Nothing against the voice actor. He's giving it his all. Absolutely love that for him. I'm sure he is a very talented voice actor. However, he was horribly miscast. And to be fair, I feel like Albert Wesker especially is such a hard character to cast. Cries in Ada Wong. Yeah, again, 100%. 100% do not blame the actors for the bum performance that we got with some of the characters in Resident Evil 4 Remake. Sorry. Okay, God, excuse me. Absolutely do not blame the voice actors for the abysmal performance we get. I do, however, blame the voice director. Because 90% of the time, it is never the actor's fault. It is bad voice direction or miscasting. I actually don't dislike the voice of Ada Wong. I just do not like the delivery of Ada Wong. And she's not even my favorite character. She's not even top 10. Come at me, Bebop. I like all of the characters. There's not a single character in this game that I actively dislike. Except for Mia, but that's just because I don't like Mia. She's great as a character, I just don't like her. But like, Ada Wong has a very flirty personality, and the fact that they just stripped her of that was very depressing. Like, let women be sexy. Let women be flirty. They're great. I loved the glow up she got with the outfit, although I will admit I missed the Chinese dress. That was just gorgeous for her. But I get it, more practical wear. We have to sacrifice style for substance, and that's just how things are today. They still captured her sex appeal, I believe. However, yeah. I mean, I say this, but then I remember that she wears spike-heeled boots in the remake. So maybe we could have had the Chinese dress. I mean, she's from Hong Kong. It's not like it would have been a terrible thing for her to wear a Chinese-style dress. This is just my opinion, for the record. Do not take it as gospel. Do not come after me. This is just a personal opinion as someone who loves character design and sexy characters in general. It's a harmless opinion. I still find it funny that the face of Resident Evil is named... sorry, I can't read. I still find it funny that the face of evil in the franchise is fucking named Albert. Yes, it is. But nobody calls him Albert, they call him Wesker. But also keep in mind that one of the characters in Resident Evil 8 who became, like, the face of that series, other than Dimitrescu, is named Carl. Mind you, Karl Heisenberg is a reference to a German scientist who, if I recall correctly, discovered or created a magnetic field. It's very much in reference to, like, his character powers. And nothing else. Excuse me, I'm still eating my Danish. This is the last of my Danish. Let me just eat that. Also, I love the name Albert. I think, for an adult human being, it is a very attractive name. So if your name is Albert and you're watching this, know that if you're an adult human being, if you are an adult, this raccoon finds your name, Albert, to be very attractive. And yes, it is because of Albert Wesker. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I don't find the name appealing because I find Albert Wesker appealing. He's just so fucking cool. We haven't gotten very far in this game at all. I'm a little lost if I'm being honest. Ah. God damn it. There are doors. There are doors. Where's the door? Which emblem is this? No, I want to examine it. This is the shield. This is the shield. Right. I need to find the shield door. We're the shield hero, bitches! I don't think I should drink any more wine. I think I need to switch to water. But I'm gonna finish this drink because Rel made it so special for me, and that would just be a total waste if I didn't use it. I have no idea where I'm going. I love the sound of that hallway. I think that's just because I like the tick-tocking of antique clocks. Good night. Good night, Hunter. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good sleep. Wonder what's on the other side of this door. I don't think I want to know. Although, high-key, I already do. It's locked. An emblem of a helmet. Oh! I can go through this door. I didn't do this when I was playing this by myself. I have no idea where this goes. Oh, we're outside. It's locked. This way? No. Oh, hey, this is where we use the arrow. Then I get to free up space. I have no idea where this goes. We'll figure it out later. Is that a coffin? Or a casket? No, it's neither. We're going downstairs. Okay, we're gonna go upstairs real quick. We'll get to that in a second. I just want to explore this area a little bit more. Oh. Shotgun shells? I don't have a shotgun, so I'm not going to pick that up right now. I have limited inventory space, so I'm not going to pick that up right now. Don't let me forget that that's there, chat. I'm counting on you, gamer scrubs. Stone statue with a hole where the eye should be. Stone statue with holes where the eyes, nose, and mouth should be. A stone with a hole where the nose should be. Stone with a hole where the mouth should be. It's a coffin! A book fitted perfectly into the indentation. Book of Curses? I guess we're taking that. By the way, this imagery is so freaking cool! Like, just the coffin, the chains, I never grew out of my edgy teenage face. Ah, it's so good. Yep, wrong button. Titled Book of Curses. Is that... Oh! There's a key embedded in the back cover. Will you remove it? Yes, I will. I got a mansion key. Oh! Book of Curses. 4 masks. A mask that speaks no evil, a mask that smells no evil, a mask that sees no evil, and a mask that cannot speak, smell, or see. When all 4 fall into place, evil will awaken. God, I love this. What does that mean, though? Do I need to go back down? Let me go back down. First of all, okay, that... there something... Do I need to go back and get something? Or... What am I doing here? Is there anything else I can do? The flames are burning higher and higher. It looks as if they could overtake you any minute now. Okay then. We're gonna go back into the mansion. Well, first I'm gonna see if this key goes here. Oh, no, it does not. Back inside, that door looks so cool. I love this animation. How about this way? Just, we need to appreciate the sound design of this game. Was this the direction I wanted to go? I don't think it was. It's locked from the other side. Yeah, that wasn't where I wanted to go. We're gonna go this way. I think the indentation door that I'm looking for is here? Oh! I used the mansion key! Where does this go? Where am I? I hear you, Zombo. Don't growl in my ear. Rude. God damn it. Stay down, bitch. Yay! That door makes no no design sense. Okay, so that's a backtracking door. Okay. Not what I wanted, so we're gonna go back. Not what I wanted, but definitely useful. Alright, this is the helmet. Guess we're going down. We're going down. We're yelling timber. Ah! Wrong direction. Die! 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 Fucker, go down! You take way too many bullets. Screw you. I suppose I could have just walked past him. Oh hey! A save room! We're gonna put the ink ribbon... No. No, we're not gonna put anything in here, actually. We are, however, gonna save. Ah, shit, no. Back. Special instruction for the disposal of the dead bodies. We have new information regarding these beings. They may appear to be dead, but in fact they are able to come back to life. However, there are ways to prevent them from becoming active again. Currently... Ah. Nose. Currently, there are 2 known methods to cease their resurrection. God, why was that so hard to read? Incineration and destruction of the head. If further methods are discovered, you will be notified immediately. Meanwhile, those of you who still have the will to live, oil has been placed on the first floor of the mansion. Take as much as you need. You'll need something to light it with, which you'll have to find yourself. Fair. But I was actually looking for this typewriter. Yes. We're gonna save. Yay, we saved. Anything else in here? There's several kinds of serums here. Many of them are of a sickly color. Ew. Well, we found a save room. Bitch, stay down. Right. I just love the lighting in this game. I just love the style of this game. Like, how do you not just love it? It's so good. It's so good. Cannot stop talking about how good it is. And I will not stop talking about how good it is. Oh, there are no doors here. Gonna go this way. Did a loop around that for nothing. I'm not sorry. I am easily lost. Hey, you know what would help? Actually looking at my map. Typewriter item box. B1. An oil painting in a large frame. It's been well preserved and the people in it are still vividly depicted. Well, that's cool. You cannot make anything out through the darkness and fog. An oil painting in a large frame. Painting is dried. It's locked. Emblem of armor. Can I use this one? No. Trying to hit the B button. Hitting the A button. Can I go through here? Yay! I can go through here! Thank God for the skeleton master key. Where am I? Ooh, what's this? Glass is broken and the picture size has been removed. Maybe someone stole it. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll take the boards. It's locked from the other side. Oh, what's this? Oh, did I find yet another save room? Key? Key, I'll take that. What is that? Okay, well, I guess... No. We'll drop this. No. How do I drop items? Does anyone know how to drop items? No, it's not what I... No. Damn it. Hang on. Yeah, this is an health panel. Well, I guess we'll come back here. I shouldn't have taken that stupid thing. I should have taken the stupid boards. It's fine. Ah! Fuck you! Fuck. I got bit. Fuck off. It's locked, an emblem of armor. Where the hell does this thing that I've got go? Oh, sweet. Wait, do I have any more I don't have any more herbs. examine the damn thing. It's a shield. Does anybody remember seeing a, shield emblem thingy anywhere? Because I sure as shit do not. Went the wrong direction. This game is beautiful, but I am horribly lost. And I have the memory of a goldfish. Ah, fucking bitch! Don't kill me! One more bite and I'm probably gonna die. Yeah, we're going through it anyways. Don't break. Okay, where are we now? Okay. Guess we haven't gone this direction yet. Okay. Did we just go through this door? I swear to God, I get so turned around so freaking easily. Yeah. I have no sense of direction! Okay. Now where am I? No! Shit! Out of this room! I know what this does! We're not ready for this yet. Wait. Or maybe I am. I don't know. I'm gonna look around a little bit more. I forgot that was a thing! Smash his head! Take your boot and smash the skull! Yeah! Fuck yeah, Jill's fucking badass in this series. And all that for a dagger that I don't need! Can't carry even if I wanted! Okay, what can I do with that information? I'm so lost, guys! I'm so lost. Hey, use the lockpick. What about here? Ugh, excuse me as I adjust to sit comfortably. And drink some of my water. In this and okay. Listen. I am not good with words. I know, because I desperately wish this series had an anime. But even if they did, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't like any of the voice cast. Not to say that they wouldn't be good, I'm just saying that I am very much married to certain voices with some of these characters. I went on a fucking 30-minute rant about how much I love Albert Wesker's original voices. And they're not even the original voices. Like, the original, the fucking PS1 version of Resident Evil had a much different voice actor who was equally as boring, but I do not blame him for this. They weren't quite sure what they were doing at the time for voice cast. So we do not hate them for that. It's just, we have our iconic Wesker now. Ha ha ha. Ah ha 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 ha. What the f- Die! Die! Ah! No! Fucking stab it! Stab! Why? Why aren't you stabbing? For fuck's sake, die! Die! Ah! And I died. I guarantee you I've died. Why? Yeah, we're dead. Get used to it. I got an achievement called Get Used to It. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna call it for the night. We've been at this for 3 hours. We will definitely be playing this again tomorrow. Same raccoon time, same raccoon channel. But for now, we are done. I'm tired. I'm gonna go see if I can find someone cool to raid, so give me a second. Game. I'll be honest, I do not know what sort of thing I want to do. Nobody I know, nobody I am aware of and know their content well enough is currently streaming, so I'm not sure. I wonder, hang on. See who's streaming a Resident Evil game. I can't find anyone to raid, so I guess we're just not gonna raid today. Sorry, guys. But I will see you guys tomorrow at 9 p.m. again, unless something happens, in which case I will definitely let people know in the Discord and on Twitter. At most, if I have to push back the stream, it will be like an hour. So, if it's not 9, it'll be 10. But it should definitely be at 9 o'clock. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for coming in. I'm gonna go mess with Rel, and I hope you guys had a wonderful night, because I sure as shit did. And we'll be playing Resident Evil again tomorrow. Till then, stay good, Gamer Scrubs.